Okay, hi. So I want to talk about reversals, and today I'm filming from the top of the pillboxes in Lanikai because it's a beautiful day. Might as well film someplace beautifully today or record. Anyway, we're going to talk about reversals, and reversals are very common when the children are young. The part of the brain that is used to store letters and the letter sound correspondence also is used to identify symmetry. So symmetry means that the brain is able to identify that, for instance, this pencil, if it's facing this way, it's the same thing as the pencil facing this way. It's the same object. We don't sit there and say, oh my goodness, look at that. It's an entirely different thing. What is it? No, we recognize it's the same object. It is a pencil. It's just looking at it in a different view. And same thing with faces, that if you see a face looking this way and then the face looking this way, you don't say, oh my goodness, I've never seen that person before. No, we recognize because of the symmetry of it that it's the same person. Well, that works for every object except the squiggly lines we call letters and numbers. So it is very confusing for kids, but let's see if we can make it a little less confusing. Now, I know a lot of you have taught kids or have heard that you can make a bed with your hands and say bed, and see a B and a D. I would like to tell you, or I don't know if I'm being mirrored right now, if it's a B and a D, which way it is. In any case, kids do not like to drop their pencil in the middle of class and look at their hands. Good. Which one is it? In order to continue with their reading or their spelling. They don't like to do that. So I want to give you a trick to allow you to identify your confusing letters, sorry as this moves, with what's happening in your mouth. Okay? So watch me as I say the sound B. Look at my lips. B. Do you see that I'm forming a line with my lips? B. And if you can get kids to feel, go ahead, feel your lips. B. It's a line. This letter begins with a line. And what I say again and again and again is that letters that begin with a line start very close to the letter in front of it. So as I'm writing, and I'm going to write this on my iPad, I'm going to start very close to the letter in front of it and draw a line. Now, if I'm starting close, there is no confusion which way to draw my belly. I trace it up and I make my belly. And I'm going to say, B. Again, I'm going to draw it very close. There's only one way I can draw the belly, right? Trace it up, make the belly. B. Okay. Now the one that this is confused with is the letter that says D. Look at my lips. D. Feel your lips. D. It is, your lips are open, and if you'll actually feel back here at your jaw, D, you'll feel that your jaw drops. So you've got this open space in the back of your mouth as you say D. So the letters that have the open space first are clock letters, and they start a little further away, and you make a clock. So start with the open part, draw your circle part, and go up tall, drop it down. Ready? D, open, open. Start over here, draw your open letter. Up tall, drop it down. Okay? The letter that says P, oh, you saw it, didn't you? P starts with a line. Letters that begin with a line start very close to the letter in front of it. Drop it down, trace it up, make your belly that sits on your baseline. P. I can feel my line, I write my line. Okay. This can be confused either with a G or a Q because some fonts, they either shorten the tail or they do fancy things. Anyway, we know the kids confuse this with a Q or a G. So let me show you both. Ready? If you're saying a G that says G, lips open. Or even if it says J, in that word, lips open. I'm going to start with my lips, with my open part of the letter, 2 o'clock, up and around, down, fish hook. I start with the open part, G or J. Same thing for the letter Q that says Q. See the circle? Q. Drop it down, a little spear. Q. It's a circly part. Draw the circle part first. All right. So when you're writing, if you encourage children to feel what's happening in their mouths for these confusing letters, they will write it correctly. But what happens when they're reading? When they're reading, let's look at this word. This is the common word people use to teach this. We have a direction that we write in. Just like my squiggly red arrow, we go in a direction. We always write in this direction. We read in this direction. Sometimes I'll put arrows on the kids' papers or on by their books, or I might just put my pen next to where they're starting their lines so they know the direction that they're writing in or reading in. So if you're reading and you come to this word, I ask, what did you run into? Did you run into a line or a circle? It's like I'm coming, and I run into a line. Guess what? Make your mouth into a line. B. Right? And then I'm going further, and I run into a belly, a circle part. Make your mouth into the circle. D. So helping them learn directionality as they're writing and reading will help solve the reversals. So that's with the B and the D. And let's see, if we come to this word, we're going this way. And what do we run into? A line. Make your mouth into a line. And then we're going further. What do we run into? Okay. It's a circle. Make your mouth into a circle. D. Or if I have this word, what do I run into? A circle. Make your mouth into a circle and say, Qu. And this one that says G, what do I run into? I run into a circle. Make your mouth into an open part. G. Or even if it says J, as in gem, my mouth is a circle. J. There we go. All right, hope that helps. Now I've got to climb down the mountain. See you guys.